Good morning, everyone. It is Monday again. Good morning. I missed you all last week. I was traveling, but wanted to make sure that we had our conversation this week. So we're going to wait just a few minutes and see who joins. When you join, make sure you jump in the comments and say good morning. I am so excited to be with you again because, as you know, I am always happy to be able to say it's Monday again. We don't always get the opportunity. Some people didn't get the opportunity to see today. So let's be grateful and show gratitude for being able to wake up on Monday again. So I am so thankful to the Lord for traveling mercies and grace as I traveled last week. And I'm very thankful for just the opportunity to start today and this week. And I'm going into the week with great expectations. And I hope that you are too. How we think about our week, how we start our week can really determine how the week goes. Like our thinking has everything to do with how we show up. And a lot of times emotionally we may not feel like a certain way, like we really want to be where we have to be that day, but when we determine in our mind that we are going to give our all, that we're going to be grateful, and that we're going to work and lead and do as the Lord would have us to do, we can show up differently. And so I hope that you will take that into consideration and really start your week off determined that you are going to give your all in what you do and that you're going to glorify the Lord. So today, on It's Monday again, we're going to simply talk about build, how we build. And we are almost to the end of the first quarter of 2023. Um, we are, I think today or tomorrow, it's the first day of spring. So we have made it through the winter months. I think I don't know that we may not get some more winter weather, but we have made it through the winter months. We hope. Good morning, Tara, my beautiful daughter. I hope you're doing well this morning. So today, though, I want to talk about building. Working, having the tenacity, the stamina to keep going, and especially as we think about being at the end of the first quarter, like what were your goals? What did you want to accomplish? Have you accomplished those things? Or have you kind of stalled? Have you gotten kind of weary and kind of abandoned things? So I just want to kind of reinforce that. I want to remind us that there are some things that we said we wanted to do. We wanted to start some things that we did start that we may be struggling with a little bit right now. And so this is just to encourage us all to continue to build whatever you're building. And just by way of an example, many years ago with some students, we would go on trips to different areas and we would help. In this particular time, we were helping to build a habitat home. And so we were there. It was a social work class. And so it was really more of an outreach, but, opportunities for learning. So we were building a habitat house. And I am not a builder. I was like, my husband could take a hammer and he can hit a nail about 3 times and the nail is in. I'm, nailing and nailing and nailing, and my nail's not going in. It's bending. Like, I'm just not a builder. But one of the things that we all went there was we had a willingness to work, And so as we build whatever it is we have a purpose to build, we've got to have a willingness to do it. If you can talk about it. They say don't just talk about it, be about it. You can talk about it, but are you really willing to do what it takes and willing to do the work? And I loved going on that trip with the students because they absolutely loved it, and they went with such willing hearts. We all did went with willing hearts, even though we didn't necessarily, many of us have the skills of building. And if you've ever built a habitat home, it's really people who are volunteering. They don't necessarily have the skill at building, but they're willing to work. And that's what we have to do in our own lives, is that we've got to be willing to do what it takes to be able to get the job done. And the other thing, one other thing, or a couple other things I'll say about building. When you are working towards something, it's so easy to get distracted with what other people are doing. And my coach used to say, you're a squirrel. You're running from this to that because, oh, that looks good over there and that looks good over there. But if you are struggling with your build, make sure you're in your lane. Make sure that you are doing what is purposed and designed for you to do. What you're doing may be similar to what other people are doing, but what is specific, what is unique to you, what is your expertise. So make sure that you are in the lane that is designed for you, and stop being distracted with the other things that other people are doing. Celebrate what other people are doing, but get in your lane so that you can be focused on the work that you're doing, on your build, on what it is you need to build. And so, even though many of us in that example of the habitat home, as I said, didn't have experience, that was our lane. That was what we were there to do. And so we did that very focused on that task. And that's the same thing we have to do in our lives, is focus on what is our lane, what is ahead of us, what do we need to do. As we do that, we've got to stop quitting. I think I might have said in my last live, if you don't want to keep starting, stop quitting. And I'm not saying we don't slip. I'm not saying we don't slide back sometimes. We miss the mark. Absolutely. We all do, right? But there's a difference between a slip and quitting. And if we quit on that building, right? If we quit on building that home, it would have never been completed. So we have to keep going in the things that we're building in our own lives. It could be relationships, it could be a business, it could be our education, whatever the case might be. What are you building in your life that's important enough for you to have set the goal to build it? Well, if it was important enough to set the goal to build it and you started out willing to do the work, then don't quit on it. Don't quit. Even if you've slipped back, even if you are now almost to the end of the first quarter and the things that you said you were going to do or wanted to do have not occurred, keep going, right? They're never going to happen if you don't keep going, right? So we've got to, in our building, first of all, be willing to work. Second of all, be positioned where we're supposed to be. What is your lane? Stop being distracted with the other things that other people are doing, and grab hold of what it is you're supposed to be doing. And then stop quitting. If you fall, if you stumble, if things don't quite work out the way you wanted them to, keep going. Please keep going. It's never going to happen if you quit, right? So keep going. And then the other beautiful thing about the work on the habitat home was that we did it together. So as you build, enlist the help of others. There are people who are expert on the things that you may be wanting to do. None of us knows everything, but there's plenty of information out there, and there's plenty of people who have done or may be trying to do something similar to what you're doing. Enlist their help. Gather information. It's not a competition. It's not a competition. So gather information and enlist the help of other people to help you with your build, whatever you are building. But we have got to continue to build. As we approach quarter number 2 of this year, this is just a reminder. Keep going, because if you give up, it's not going to happen, and you'll get to the end of quarter 2 and quarter three and the end of the year, and you'll be so disappointed because you gave up on yourself. You're not giving up on anybody else, you're giving up on yourself. And so, of course, once that habitat home was done, right, then there's so much that happens when it's done, right? Um, Somebody can come and occupy that home. Someone can come and have a place that is safe, a place that is comfortable, a place of rest, right? And that's all we all want to get to as we're building whatever it is God has put in front of us. So make sure that you do a reset here. Do a reset here. Think about what did I miss this first quarter? What did I slip up on? What do I need to keep doing to get to my next big thing in this build that I'm doing? Because you will have milestones along the way, and you want to celebrate those. Celebrate your milestones along the way as you're getting to whatever it is you're building. But make sure that you come with a willing heart to do this work, whatever your work is. Stay in your lane, do what you need to do, and stop comparing yourself. Stop quitting, stop quitting, and enlist the help of others. And that's what some of the lessons that came out of that habitat example for me is that those were things that it was a beautiful thing because we all went with this willing heart. We might not have had the expertise, but we had people there who had the expertise. And so we could help them, or they could help us to keep going. And then, of course, we didn't quit on it because we wanted to see the end result. And that's what I want for you in whatever it is you're building. Now, I said reset, right? And sometimes we need to reset. I have a challenge coming up called the Confidence Reset Challenge. And part of the Confidence Reset Challenge is to help remind us of what we have, what we bring to the table, that we come with something to offer. But maybe we've gotten discouraged along the way. Maybe we have gotten derailed and have given up. Maybe we just need somebody to help us to reboot. And so I want you to join me for the Confidence Reset Challenge. It's starting April 3rd through the 7th. We will meet in the Confidence Reset Facebook group. We'll meet daily at 4 p.m. And we'll just talk a little bit each day about 5 steps that I have for you to reset your confidence. So all you need to do to join this group is to go to the link that I am putting here in the comments, the Confidence Reset Challenge. And it will take you to the group, and you can join the group there and be ready on April 3rd to jump in for your confidence reset. So I'm so glad, Tara. I'm so glad you received this morning. Yes, absolutely. It's for all of us to work on our build. So with the Confidence Reset Challenge, just go ahead, click on the link, join the group, and I will meet you there. April 3rd through April 7th. We'll come in every day. We'll meet about 4 o'clock. We won't meet very long, but I'll give you five things that I have prepared for you each day for you to be able to reset your confidence and work on this build, right? Work on building yourself back up, especially if you found that you've kind of gotten derailed and that you need to reset and you need to move forward. So, build, build, build. Come with a willing heart. Make sure that you are walking in your expertise. Don't get distracted. Don't compare yourself. Stay focused on what it is that you are supposed to be doing as you go through this. And then make sure that you don't quit on yourself. Don't quit on yourself. Keep going and use the expertise that's around you. Enlist the help of others. I'm here as your coach. So I would love for you to get on the discovery call with me because I have so much more that I want to share with you in if we were to work together. And so I have my Calendly link For the discovery call, there is a complimentary 30-minute call where we can talk about my other programs that I offer so that you can really step up and step into what it is you are designed and created to do. And there are just some things that if you will work on them, if you'll work on that personal growth, if you'll work on building yourself up, your build is going to be amazing. It's going to be fabulous. So make sure that you grab the link for the discovery call. Actually, let me grab that link for you as well and put that in the comments so that you can join me on that complimentary 30-minute call. And essentially, what we do is I share with you what I do to assist you to be able to show up very boldly and show up confidently so that you can be the best version of yourself. And we walk through some things that sometimes we don't realize we need to kind of heal from and grow from so that we can actually have a thorough and complete plan for moving forward in our lives. All right. Well, it's Monday again. I'm Dr. Michelle. As usual, it has been a delight to be with you all this morning. Make sure you work on the build and join me in the Confidence Reset Challenge. Just go to the link, register. It'll take you to the Facebook group, and you'll be ready to join me there April 3rd through the 7th for our live meetings in the group. And then, if you're ready, or when you're ready, I'm ready to work with you. So get on the complimentary discovery call so that we can talk about how we can work together. Have a great Monday. Have a great week. Set your mind that you are going to have a great week, no matter what the obstacles are that come, right? You have the capacity to be able to set your mind that you are going to work through it, walk through it, and still have confidence through it and have a great week. So that is what I'm hoping and encouraging for you today. So it's Monday again. It's a new week. Have a great one. Spring is here. I hope it's warm where you are. If it's not, hopefully it will be there soon. I look forward to seeing you back next Monday for It's Monday again. Have a great, great day.